I want to bring in a good friend of mine and Jeff's, our next guest, David Stearns, founder and president of Stearns Retirement Group, a retirement income store located outside of Athens, Georgia. Dave, it's so great to have you back here with us on the Income Generation.
Thank you, Dave. I'm glad to be here.
So Dave, it's great to see you. Our business as financial advisors is really a great microcosm of studying psychology and psychology related to finance. Tell us, though, in your infinite wisdom and experiences, which one of your retired clients are happiest and unhappiest, and why?
Oh, Jeff, that's a great question. You know, I've observed for 22 years, I've had a front row seat in working just with retirees, and I've seen people come in who have great big pensions and not a lot of accumulation. And I can contrast them to people that come and see me that just the opposite. They don't really have any guaranteed sources of income outside of Social Security, but they've got a lot of accumulation. And I can tell you that the folks that already have the income puzzle solved through the old-fashioned pensions, along with Social Security and not much to invest, they're happier. And so that's what really has caused me to really focus on helping people create their own pensions, if you will, from their own investments through lifetime income.
So really, it's the responsibility of the pre-retiree or retiree to find out how they can create, maybe, as you would call it, their own private form of a pension by creating income, correct?
Absolutely correct, Jeff. Yeah. And a lot of times they don't realize it. A lot of times, I think maybe because of our industry has kind of been one-sided for growth for a long time. And so they don't oftentimes realize it's really possible to create sort of their own private pension from investing properly, but I have to help them uncover it and see it.
Let's introduce our next guest, James Locke. He's the founder of Pool Locke Associates in Wilmington, Delaware. James has been in the financial industry for over 20 years. And James, being a good personal friend of myself and Jeff's, it's really great to have you here with us today.
Hey guys, love to be here.
So James, tell us why you became an income specialist.
You know, Jeff, I started off my career as an options trader, and that was fast-paced and exciting, but people would always come to me and ask, hey, you know, what should I do with my retirement? I was young, I never really knew, but I knew there had to be an answer, and then through education and shows like this, we learned income is that answer, and I went down that path to really focus on income to help people in retirement.
Great answer, James. Why don't you tell us why income is the right choice for retirement and how you convey that to your customers?
Well, when you move into retirement, you're lowering your volatility in the future, right? You know that you're going to have enough income for not just your needs, but for your wants. And we try and go through that with all our clients here so that they know that their future is as secure as it can be because income is much more predictable.
James, as usual, great advice. Thanks so much for being here with us. And that's where I'd like to turn just a bit and bring in our final guest today, David Wright, president of Wright Financial Group, a retirement income store located in Toledo, Ohio. Dave, it's good to have a great friend of the Income Generation, myself, and Jeff Small on the show today. Thanks for being back with us.
Dave, great to be back.
So Dave, how do you explain the shift that's needed when people start to retire from growth to income? How do you make that transition?
Well, a lot of people simply don't know what I'm even talking about. They know that for the last 30 or 40 years, they've been building their assets and kind of oblivious to what's happening in the market because they're basically buying in every week, every month out of their paycheck. But when they come to see me, either because of COVID or they're just getting older, they're ready to start utilizing their funds. And that's when they start realizing, you know, maybe selling shares out of my portfolio is not the best solution moving forward. Something gut instinct tells a lot of them there needs to be some sort of a shift in how they take money from the account. And what the surprising thing is, Jeff, most of them don't realize there are investments, things that focus more on income than growth in just growth in the stock market and taking your chances every day.
Dave, thanks so much for being back with us on the Income Generation. It's been fun as usual.